The Stanley Cup Final, and I know all you guys tuned in to have us talk about the Stanley Cup Final, loyal fans. But I think it's much more important to talk about dead gorillas and lions and all this other stuff. So sorry, everybody. It's nothing but poor dead gorillas today. Enjoy yourself. Bye. Where's my fucking music? That's right. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to The Crease. Tommy C in The Crease today is none other than Jack Malay on Jack Malay Monday and the Dead on Dave. How you doing, gentlemen?
Doing great.
What's the matter with you? The gorillas?
The gorilla, man.
Poor gorilla. Oh, no. Let's talk about gorillas and bad mothers.
Oh, jeez.
And then let's write letters to our former selves. I'm gonna write. What is it? It's 2016. I'm going to write letters to my 10-year-old self. I saw somebody do that and made me want to vomit.
I do it every night.
Right. Some Sharks fan. Did I fucking save it?
I send messages to my old MySpace from 2002.
All right, you know what? I want to make fun of somebody. Fear the Fin, because I hate them. I don't know why I hate them. Yeah, actually, you're right. That's the ones that got Dater fired over in Colorado. Dropping frames. Fuck off. Fuck off, eh? YouTube's acting up again, like they did last night. 2016 Stanley Cup Final. Writing a letter to an idiot San Jose Sharks blogger from 2014. I thought it was to his former self. Oh, it is his former self. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. So listen, I know you're pretty mad about the Sharks right now, but you have a good reason to be upset. This is, I guess, when that's the year that the Kings beat them.
Yeah, they came back.
I just look. Who is this big a fan? What a bunch of dorks. They just lost in a painful fashion, as they could lose in a team that you really hate, right? To a team that you really hate now. But you're going through some stuff personally, and I want you to take it out on the Sharks. I want to take it out on the Sharks. I get it. Also, you're an idiot. Well, this guy's fucking. He should be on Saturday Night Live.
God, was that done on a warm summer's eve?
This guy should. I know. That's not helpful. But my God, dude, would you relax a bit? I know this is just hockey, right? Who does this? Who writes letters to themselves? It's like
apparently the Sharks fan does.
You might as well write a letter to fucking Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. Well, those who are emotionally, strong enough to do so, because that's emotional. He's connected.
It's fucking hockey, you douche. What's this guy's name? I want everybody to know his name. Everybody fucking tweet this guy. Tell him he's a douche. Big fucking Jake Sundstrom. Oh, boy.
Jake Sunstroke?
Right now, Swedish wrestling news is a shame to be Swedish.
Where are you getting this article from?
Fear the Fin.
Fuel the Fin.
Fear the Fin.
I'll have to read that later. That could be some material right there.
It's fucking awful. Yeah, you can have it.
David, now I kind of want
like real dramatic music, Jack.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Well, I was just thinking. Now I kind of want the Penguins to win, just to laugh at this guy.
It's supposed to be
in hopes you get another one.
Yeah, maybe they can just go to 8 games and just be tied and nobody wins.
The only reason I don't want the Penguins to win is I don't want to hear it like, "See, Crosby's a great leader."
That's the only reason I don't want the Penguins to win.
Yeah.
Are they still playing hockey? Is that still happening? Jesus.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, let's bitch about the schedule. Is the schedule got 3 days between games like it did like the last couple years?
Let's find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna find that out right now.
I believe they do not have any Saturday games, and they were kind of pissed off about
that. What's going on in is baseball?
Monday, Wednesday? No, they're Monday, Wednesday.
Oh, there's Saturday. Yeah.
And then Saturday.
No Friday games. That's what I meant.
Okay. How many days between each game?
Well, there's Monday, Wednesday, so 1 day off.
All right, that's right. That's good.
And then Thursday, Friday off, then Saturday. And I assume it'll continue that way.
All right, the Saturday game is strategic. Okay, I get that. So there's 3 days between that one. So you assume it'll go from there?
It'll go a home game. Will be 2 days later, and then if they travel again, 3 days. That's what I'm assuming it'll be. They only got the first 4 games scheduled.
This season is ridiculously. We do this every year. It's just too long.
Oh no, they don't. There it is. The rest of it.
It's just too long. I bet it goes a whole 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, Monday and then Thursday again. Yeah.
This season's too fucking long, man.
Oh, I know. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I mean, they can't.
If it goes 7, it ends June 12th.
Wow.
This sounds a little better than last year, which I think it was like 15th, right?
Yeah.
15th to 16th, but I mean.
In 2013, it was even worse when they had the lockout shortened season.
Wait, that's only Game 6. Hold on, I'm sorry. June 15th.
I was right.
For Game 7.
Last year, so they didn't change a fucking thing.
Oh my God.
You know, like you listen to all these, like, it's been 40 years ago today since Bobby Orr humiliated the St. Louis Blues. And it's like, it's like April
1st.
It's like fucking April 1st. Yeah, I know.
So, and then they're going to have like a day after the cup, and then they're going to have the draft, and then it'll be like 2 more days. It'll be free agent frenzy on July 1st.
Yeah. It's just like, it's too long, man. It's too long. If they knocked off, I swear to God, if they knocked off 10 games, 5, 6, get rid of 6 teams, I think the NHL would be better. I do.
Oh, no, I think at least 3 or 4 teams need to go. I agree with that.
Even number. Or maybe an uneven number so we can get the conferences aligned.
Get crazy.
Yeah.
It's too fucking long, man. I mean, like, here's the biggest reason it's long. And I remember this, you know, because I was a rabid hockey fan as a teenager. I mean, nothing really mattered. Like, I remember this is the time of year that our baseball season ended in high school. And then school went out. And then what happened was, like, it was still in June or something, like June 15, June 12, we get off. And everybody left. So a lot of people are going to be, like, leaving. They're leaving their area. They're going on their vacations, like, right after high school and stuff like that, or right after school. Yeah. So they're not going to watch Stanley Cup. I mean, it's not like football where it's like, it's one day set aside. Doesn't matter who you like, you watch. We have this thing going on, you know, in the middle of the NBA Finals, which you technically are competing against.
It starts to say the NBA Finals haven't even started yet. That's the thing. That's a crazy thing.
It used to, because I remember that was '94. It was like, what was it? The Rangers were like wrapping up, and maybe the Knicks were getting going because the Knicks lost the ball. Yeah. Well, the Knicks lost to
the Rockets.
Rockets that year. Good memory.
Yeah.
Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals is tonight in the NBA. So I mean, if they haven't even gotten to the NBA Finals yet.
It's ridiculous, man. I mean, I think it's a stream about cricket. Too tall. Fuck off.
To him, I mean, it's the same fucking thing. So.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah. Well, we come from in Croatia. Is that where he's from?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So some fucking terrible place.
Yeah.
That,
we kill dog.
I'll probably send money to you to get a watch.
We kill dog, and the object of game is to get it in chalk circle. Any way you can.
What is the ice? What is grass? I only know sand.
AK-47 is not unreasonable in this game. I don't know. I don't even know.
I assume before game you go and you give money to referee. That's how all games start.
Or you show him AK-47.
The worst fuck. I don't even know what region we're going for right
Eastern
now.
European.
No
Who fucking knows what Croatian accent sounds like? I'm sorry. Well, maybe even the great Jake Link couldn't come up with that.
Like an Armenian and Croatian mixture of some kind.
Some kind.
Yeah.
I just say Eastern Europe. It's all the same.
It's all the same.
More than likely, whoever is speaking like that ashes their cigar in a fucking hollowed out skull. That's all we really.
They must be pretty badass because I think the only reason I haven't gotten jumped, is over here in this Turkish neighborhood because people think I'm Eastern European. Oh,
you're Eastern fucking psychotic looking. Jesus Christ! I know you, and I wouldn't come near you on the street.
He's the only guy in my life that ever said that to me. Am I a scary looking guy?
Yes.
Not you. Jack.
It depends what day of the week it is.
Really? So
that's a yes. Fuck that,
really?
Jack. That's a yes.
Get the fuck
There's certain days where I'm intimidated.
Well, you're taller than me.
What's that have to? We're talking on a computer.
You probably beat my ass and you're younger. You know, I don't know.
You're taller than me.
You're right. Inches. I had it all wrong because I'm taller than you. You're right.
You're like
because that matters on Skype.
You're like 6'2", 6'3", right?
The Skype really matters.
I guess fuck this show. We can talk about anything we want. Let's put on Kazar. Fucking Kazar, you're on the air. I'm having fun. I don't care. Kazar.
I'm on the air?
What the fuck? What do you mean you're on the air? Of course you're on the air. What do you think?
You told me to call.
I told you. Nope. Yeah, I told you to call when. Oh, you better have some fucking material or something. I told you to call when you're ready. Well, I thought you know what time we go on the air. Did you switch a time zone moving to wherever you moved?
I'm gonna say yes to defend myself, but actually no.
Yeah, that'd be a no.
No. It's 3:30. What are you doing, by the way?
I was watching a German movie
About what?
about this mom who gets plastic surgery.
Oh, you're home.
Yeah, I told you that on Facebook.
I don't listen. I don't fucking read
You
that
said
shit.
call me on Skype so we can say
But
goodbye
I figured
or
I
something.
figured when the show's over, and I thought you were in your college. We haven't mentioned what state it's in, and we're not going to. I thought you were back at school. How come you're home?
Well, I got a long weekend for Memorial Day.
Why don't you just stay down there and try to get late?
Well, it's kind of like a summer class, so there's like 6 people and 5 of them are guys.
Why do you have a lesbian haircut going on
Yeah,
right
what's going
now?
on? What's with that? Why don't you
What
just dye it
the
blue?
fuck?
Go full SJW.
He's
Going
changed
for
already.
Adam Lambert and shit. Holy.
I got my hair cut 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And the girl's like, everyone has their look, and this one is yours. And she's like,
Yes.
I swear to
and that
God.
was that before or after she slipped some guy's phone number in your fucking pocket?
Everyone's got a look. What's my look, lady? Somebody could work on me. Apparently, I scare the fuck out of her. Am I intimidating looking?
You asking me?
Yes.
Because I don't want to be the one to answer.
Why not? It might as well be a yes.
That's a yes.
That moment where Tommy
No.
realized that everybody thinks he looks fucking terrifying.
I don't. How could I be terrified? You stood in front of me. You know I'm kind of lanky. You know I'm not like.
You got you got Steve Buscemi eyes, man. It looks like you might carve somebody up at any given fucking time.
Oh, thanks, Steve Buscemi. Maybe that's why nobody fucks with me. Like there's Irish guys live in the neighborhood, and the Turks have beat them up and like robbed them and stuff. Nobody fucks with me. Well, and it's not like I could take a 23-year-old Turkish kid, and I'm sure he could beat the fuck out of me. I try. That's it. Jason Johnson, you got those crazy eyes. What the fuck?
When you grow your hair out and it gets all fucking long, you got this like I might turn you into a lampshade look. I mean, it's fucking scary.
Too tall. You're 6'10". Do I intimidate you?
Dude, I'm so scared.
Fuck off. Yeah, you ain't scared of shit though. When was the last time you were scared?
When he was
Like
8.
last week when the internet trolls were yelling at me, I was like, no, don't do that.
Call your friend Ethan.
My
Take
who?
care of them. Did you donate to Ethan's fund? H3H3?
Did I?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, I gave like $2.
I was thinking about giving money, but then by the time I was going to give him money, it was like
It wasn't for him though. It's for the fucking It's
yeah,
for
because fuck
fair
him.
use.
No, but it's legit. I don't want to get into that. Do you have anything to say? Because I'm going to clear the lines, and we're going to actually talk about
Why?
hockey.
I just got on here. What
I
the
know,
fuck?
but I can't. You got to give me something.
Got old man Dave over here, and I can't say more than 30 seconds. What kind of bullshit is
Well,
this?
you don't like
Fuck
hockey,
right,
man.
dude.
You should call on
You gotta
Sunday.
pull your weight or you go.
You should call on Sundays.
Sundays? What's going on Sundays?
It's kind of a freeform thing. We can do anything we want. This is like now. This is turned to Shot from the Point Live. You know what I mean?
Oh, this is hockey time?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Hockey!
Supposed to be.
Let's do it!
Why don't you watch the Stanley Cup Final and report as a guy who doesn't watch hockey? And then like you come on like every day you watch a game, you come on, call in, and then tell me what
That'll
you
be
thought.
the worst.
What's
That'll
that?
be the fucking worst.
Yeah. Well, that's the idea. It's funny. You know what I mean? Why don't
I
you
would
do
just
that?
hate it.
Who in the chat wants Too Tall to give a report as a non-hockey fan about the hockey game?
I agree. Too tall. You're not watching fucking Raw tonight. Boom. You're watching the
Oh,
fucking
that's shit.
Stanley
He can't
Cup
watch Raw
Finals.
tonight. He can't. Oh,
Come
you're
on,
done.
man. John
It's
Cena
fucking
returns
over.
tonight.
Fuck
Done.
your thousands of views you're gonna get during your live reaction. You go watch that fucking hockey game.
John Cena's on coming back tonight?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Dun, dun, dun,
Yay.
dun. Super. All right, I'm going to clear the deck.
Teasers.
Matthew, as soon as this is over, you call me back because I have to do something. I have to
Yes,
record.
Thomas.
All right.
Yeah.
I love all of you, but you got to go. Take care, Too Tall.
Peace.
Bye-bye. All right. Let's actually do what the show entitled. The problem is when you start talking about me, I would watch Too Tall. Watch Too Tall. You like wrestling, watch Too Tall. But make sure you watch Dave, too.
Yes, you gotta watch me.
All right. Stanley Cup Final, Sharks, Pens. Let's get into it. Pissing away 15 minutes because people are talking about me. I'm going to start with Jack because he hasn't talked in a while. Where do you see the series going, and what is your prediction?
I'm saying Sharks in 6.
Mhm.
I just think, but I don't know. Who freaking knows? I've had so much doubt on the Penguins ever since the playoffs started, and yet here they are. Like I was talking about the other day with a Penguins fan, and I was saying, yeah, the Penguins got a little bit of the lack of depth on the blue line, and then they just lost Trevor Daley, and compared to the Sharks. But he's like, yeah, but people have been saying that since like the trade deadline that the Penguins were short on the blue line, and yet here they are.
Well, the blue line's been you got to give the blue line guys some credit. They've been stepping up. That's what one of the things. That was the most shocking thing, that the fact that they lost Daly and somebody stepped in his place and played quite well. And
I think the Penguins have faced fast teams before, but the Sharks have size and speed, and I think that might just be too much for them.
So you say Sharks? Dead on Dave.
Sharks at 6.
Dead on Dave. What do you think?
This is really tough. This is a tough one because you don't want to bet against Sharks the way they played in the Western Conference. But I mean, up until they got to St. Louis, who I still am trying to find impressive things to say about, they didn't have the hardest road. Pittsburgh's they're forged by fire right now, man. They've gone through some teams. Even, yes, Washington, maybe not the team that they were in the regular season, but still, they went through some tough battles getting to where they got. I think they're more talented, more skilled overall than San Jose, but San Jose's tougher. I think San Jose's got that pluckiness that I love so much. I really think that they're going to come out and try to punch him in the mouth. And if it doesn't work, this is one of those times that whoever wins game 1 is winning the series. I believe that. I think it's going to set the tone.
Go back and forth. Like the Pens will take one, Pen will take one, and it'll just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until game 7. I just
think whoever, one way or the other, whoever wins game 1 will win the series. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh begrudgingly. Because I just got a feeling, the way Sidney's been playing, especially in the last series, he really started to get going at times. I like the way he's playing, and I don't know, man. San Jose, I want to pick them, but my heart's just telling me Pittsburgh. They're going to win game 1 tonight, and it's going to be enough to catapult them through. And I'll say in 7 just for fun.
In 7 just for 7. I think Pittsburgh's going to run them over.
Ooh.
5.
Really?
5. I got to be honest with you. The more and more I think about Joe Thornton's comments, and this is the stuff that usually tips me off in the past. I remember I made the bold prediction, and I think it was in 2002 or 2003 when I saw that little kid running the field in the World Series. I said, "There's no way San Francisco Giants win the World Series. Their heads aren't in it." And judging by Joe Thornton's comments, which Frenchie Ben really correctly like who was surprised that Joe Thornton would talk about his kids when somebody asked him if they're going to watch the game 7 that's going on in the Eastern Conference. That gives me insight. If a leader of a team, and let's face it, Joe's a leader of a team, is so flippant about something like that. Even look, I understand. Go play with your kids, but do you really have to announce it and let everybody know that you don't give a shit who wins? I think Mike Milbury hit it square in the head. That's not a guy that's really. I mean, that's a guy that's gone through all the series, but has no frigging idea what he's in for. Evgeny Malkin and Sidney Crosby and Chris Letang know exactly what they're in for. They know exactly what it takes. And I think with these guys, I think what happens, I think the amount of games that you've played is going to make be a big factor. The amount of experience you have is going to be a huge factor, and that all falls in Pittsburgh's favor. The only thing that doesn't fall in Pittsburgh's favor is something by both you guys mentioned, is the fact that San Jose is also big and they're fast. Now I just think it's a gut feeling. I was gonna go with like a Pittsburgh and a 6 or 7 to play it safe, but sometimes I think you're gonna see why the season is too long. The season is too long, and I think these guys are gonna run into a freaking freight train. Trevor Daley didn't seem to have much of an impact. Everybody's stepping up. Guys, forwards like Brian Rust, who are doing everything. They're blocking the shot. They're going in the corners. They're grinding, and they're sniping. So all the holes that have been Pittsburgh's problem for the last couple of years, with the blue line, the lack of depth outside the superstars, that's all been filled. So we look at the Pittsburgh Penguins every year, and we're like, God damn, they should win the Stanley Cup. Look at that roster. Well, I think that's filled. They're there. They are actually behaving. We always say, well, they're good on paper. Well, I think the Pittsburgh Penguins are both. And to me, I know it's a thin way to look at it. I know it's not. That comment by Joe Thornton was telling to me. And I'm glad Mike Milbury actually pointed it out, because I probably wouldn't have had the guts to say it. Maybe these guys think it's just going to be like the last 3 rounds. It's not. And I think by the time they realize it, it's going to be too late. Any criticisms or...
The
I
only
don't
thing
know.
I'll say is that came on media day, I assume, right? I mean,
No, right after the game.
Right after the game. Okay, well then,
Right
who
after,
knows?
right. Well, during the game. Like, I mean, look, I know I'm reading into it.
Little, but you might not be wrong.
Like, how could you like they asked you about the game? You started talking about your kids. I'm like, and I know where Milbury is coming from. He's looking at it like a coach. You're going for the look. You're almost 40 years old. He's a year younger than I am, and this is it. You're not getting another shot. There's no way that the Sharks are going to get this hot again. So how could your focus be on anything other than the Stanley Cup Final?
So what after the game, after the Sharks won, they asked Joe
what he was
Thornton
gonna
who
be
he
doing.
wanted to play, and he said he didn't care.
He said he didn't care one way or another, and he said that as if he was going to be watching the game, and he said that that he was going to watch the movie Cars with his son and possibly some Play-Doh with his daughter or draw with his daughter.
That could just mean he's relaxed. That might not be a bad thing at all. I don't know.
I thought of that too, but it also whether he's relaxed or not, that's good, but it's a lack of focus.
I don't know. I don't know.
But by the time the puck drops, the guy's played like 1,200 NHL games. He knows he'll probably never get a shot again. I think that they'll be plenty focused. I think
if it wasn't Jumbo Joe, maybe I would be a little bit more, with you there. But this is Jumbo Joe we're talking about here. This is a guy. This is a veteran, man. He's a leader. I don't know.
That's never been in the Stanley Cup, and up until last year was one of those guys that are considered one of the best in the league that never actually got a shot. And I think he's going to be horribly disappointed when he gets in there. And again, I hope I'm wrong. It's a gut feeling. I've seen this stuff before. It's not going to be like the other rounds. It's going to be a whirlwind. And next thing they know, it's going to be over. And they're going up against guys that have won it before. The Pittsburgh Penguins' most key players have won this before. They know what to do. They actually lost it once, and they won it. So that's even more playoff experience. And Pittsburgh, of course, has played less games.
That's true, but San Jose has been really really good in these playoffs.
Red hot.
We are talking about the number one scoring team in the playoffs.
Look,
They've outscored Pittsburgh in this.
I tell you something. If I was going to say it was going 7, I would say Pittsburgh was still going to win it. They're still going to edge them out, and it's going to be like that. But I have a feeling San Jose is just going to get blindsided. That's the way I see it.
We'll see. They've only lost back-to-back games once in this whole playoff. So
we'll see.
If Pittsburgh can take them out quickly, that'll be very impressive.
So another thing is 5 games might not feel like 5 games if there's a couple of overtimes. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's true because wow, Pittsburgh lost in 5, but they came back twice and they won in Pittsburgh in a triple overtime or something like that, and that could be the case. It's almost like you played 6-7 games by the time you get to game 5, and that's what the kind of series that I'm expecting. That there's going to be a shit ton of overtimes, but Pittsburgh's going to edge them out because of experience. 718-395-7660, 718-395-7660. Shot from the point, one word on Skype for free. You have a call? I spit out everything I needed to spit out. And, everybody get ready to snore. It's Kevin Snoozer. What's on your mind?
Joe Thornton picture in there.
With the Joe Thornton picture in there. How
Go
come you guys
Joe.
see before I do? And Joe Thornton
I hate the Penguins too much.
Oh, wow. Do you miss Joe Thornton? Were you even alive when Joe Thornton was playing in Boston?
I was like 1, 2.
Do you remember?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember watching the replays.
What's on your mind,
Wow.
Snoozer?
I want to talk about the Stanley Cup.
Well, do it. You don't have to tell me what you want to talk about.
You have these two great teams that they don't really have too much great success when they get into later rounds of the playoffs. Granted, the Penguins did win in 2009, but they find a way to screw it up. And now they're both at the largest
I got to
stage.
interrupt you already. That's yesterday's news. They just won the last 3 rounds pretty handily, for the most part.
You said I could talk about anything, and now you're stopping me from talking about anything.
Go ahead.
I want to think. I want to ask, do you think one of them is going to choke and blow the whole series?
No, not at this stage. The Pens have been great. They show they're not choke artists. I can't see them doing this. Crosby's not yipping at the referees like he usually did. They're not all over the place. The losses they have, they recover from quite quickly. They're not embarrassing losses. They're not mental errors.
I hope they do.
Why? Why now? Why? How come we didn't see that before?
I hate the Penguins too much.
I know. Well, you hate the Penguins.
Listen,
Snooze.
before I go,
Yeah.
do the voice, Jack.
What voice?
Sousa,
Jack knows.
it's a long story. He needs to get
Do
blown
the
up
voice,
though.
Jack.
He does? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
this
he
one's
needs
not
to.
for me. It's from Jack, okay? Kevin Snooze, everybody.
What happened? Fucking. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
It
He
was,
just like he always he just get there, get going. Here's what I
sounded
think:
like-
bang, 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 bang. I mean,
He
he's
sounded like he was reading a script when he first started. Like he had it all written down and he was reading it.
I mean, he couldn't possibly be intimidated by me now. I mean, Jesus, beat you to it. Oh, big deal. 718-395-7660, 718-395-7660. Snooze. Everybody puts the Z's in the chat. That's what he always wanted. Haven't heard from Patrick Glenn in a while, huh?
he's got a gimmick.
Yeah, he does. Glenn, you got a gimmick too. Welcome to In the Craze.
Hello, gentlemen. Happy Memorial Day.
Yes. Did you hear my Memorial Day story yesterday?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No.
You didn't.
Turn down your fucking TV.
Yeah. She's like,
I can hear myself.
I almost feel like I'm a professional
I have the
now.
TV on.
All those fucking Jack. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's a Skype. I'll call you right back. I know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. It's not your fault. Yeah, I know it's wrong. It's actually not his fault.
Really?
Yeah. Strangely enough, it's not.
It was coming through his channel.
No,
weird. Blame
it's
him
not.
anyway.
It's like a delayed thing on our end.
I just blame him.
Yeah, it's blame him anyway. Let's call him back. It's like a connection issue. You know?
I hope it's still on his end because then I'll be like, no, it was his fault. Fuck
Okay.
Pat Flynn.
Yeah, Patrick Glenn. Glenn, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you're fine now. All right, what were we going to talk about, buddy?
I think the Sharks will take the Pens in 6. I think Matt Murray's going to come back to earth.
Why? Because you're a Philadelphia Flyers fan?
No, I just have this feeling.
You
I
can't
just
just have a
feeling.
feeling. That's what Snoozer does. Well, actually, no.
Would you say you're hooked on a feeling, Pat?
No, I'm not hooked on a feeling.
Oh, okay, I'm just asking.
Why? You just know. You have a feeling because you don't want to see Pittsburgh hold up another cup in your lifetime, especially with that Sissy Crosby. That's what it is. You don't have a feeling. There's no such thing as feelings. At least my feeling is by evidence of attitude, and I think the mental game plays a lot into hockey. You just
Because of what one
just
player
admit it,
said.
Glenn. Be honest. Be honest, like Snoozer was. You just hate that team. You could do it.
I don't like the Sharks either
Why would you hate the Sharks? They're in fucking California.
because they're
I can't get over the fact that Tommy's interpretation of one player's flippant remark
Yeah,
is
that's the whole
a
team.
more scientific proof than a feeling.
Well,
I
it's
fucking
something.
Love Tommy.
No, you're
right.
right. You know, Dave, you're all right. But I have something. He has a feeling, and I have an example to point to that gave me a feeling. I
Feeling.
don't know.
You
Well, I
don't
hope you're
need to
right,
know-
Pat.
You already know my feelings towards Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's just rooting
I
against
just
them.
feel that Matt Murray, he's been great.
Mhm.
I'll give the Devil his credit. I just think he's going to come back to earth.
He hasn't played all that spectacular. That defense has fucking protected him like he's Marty Brodeur.
He's the only reason why they're there. And
That's
if
bullshit.
Fleury was
That's
in
not
there,
true at all.
they
That's not
would've
true
been-
at all.
they
Those
would've
guys
been out
are
already.
blocking shots. They're all over the place. They're digging it out. No way. And you can put Trevor Daley's a big reason they're there too. That is not
burying
the
the
case.
fucking puck too.
That is not the case, dude. Brian Rust, Nicholas Sandstrom, Nicholas Hammerstrom. I don't know what Swede over there. They've all stepped up. That's not true at all, man. He's not exactly. I think you can make an argument that who the hell they play in the last round? I can't even remember.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, you make an argument that Vasilevsky had played better. I mean, he was challenged more. That's for sure. I don't think the reason. Look, that kid plays his angles really well. His fundamentals are sound, and he was there every time. You didn't see him make those ridiculous, like from side to side saves, kicking his legs in the air, stacking his pads because he didn't have to. I'm even more convinced with this call that the Pittsburgh Penguins will win in 5 games. How do you like that, Patrick Wynn?
Hey, blame me for Pittsburgh winning.
No,
Yeah.
it's not that.
No.
It's just like guys that talk like Mickey Mouse never win. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
But don't you guys want to see somebody who hasn't won before win?
Yes,
Oh no.
of course. I'd love to see the Sharks. I'm gladly to say I'm wrong. And I'm not one of these guys that, like, if they get blown out tomorrow, I might take this whole back. If the Sharks go in there, blow the doors off, then I'll be fucking ecstatic. I'm an idiot. Great. Now I can make fun of Crosby again, but I can't even make fun of the fucking guy. And I just don't think that's like what Snooza says. It's just going to magically turn around. I think we're in for another Pittsburgh championship, boys.
It's very possible.
Oh, jeez.
I really
Talk
do.
about a championship based off of timing. Fucking Washington not being the juggernaut they were. Chicago having issues in the playoffs, having to go through murderer's row. Same thing with fucking St. Louis.
Meh.
I mean, just perfect timing for
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
no. Get hot.
But standing in the way is those San Jose Sharks who have they've defied the odds. They were not the favorite against the Kings, even though I had them. Nobody thought they were going to get past the next team and the next team, and now here they are. It's.
I didn't think they'd get past the Blues. I thought the Blues would beat them in 6, but they've surprised a lot of people. And I've always been down on the Sharks. I've always thought the Sharks were chokers.
Yeah. Well, I thought that about Pittsburgh, too. Well, we'll find out tonight, sir. I'll talk to you later.
All right, see you later.
See ya.
Oh.
Oh.
Come here, Pluto.
Pluto's at
Come here,
home.
watch a hockey game. Oh.
718-395-2660. Brooklyn, New York. Our Skype is shot from the point. Do you guys have anything else to add?
John Cena returns tonight. That's all I
John
got.
Cena.
John Cena.
After tonight's game 1, go to the Jack Millie Hockey Show. I'll be doing a live stream recapping the game with the one and only Dr. Deke. So
Woo,
if you don't want
she's
to come
back?
watch me,
How'd
then
you
you got to
get her?
come watch her at least.
I can't even get
At
her.
least. Shit.
I can't get her to come on my show. I've been asking
Because
for
you
months.
fucking scare her.
Because you're so intimidating.
Fuck, man. My little boy smiles at me whenever I pick him up. He seems to be pretty happy.
Because he has inherently the same fucking thing coming his way. He knows it. They smell each other.
Is this something I always wanted to ask you? Say, hey, Tutal, you there?
Yeah, listen, I think the team that's going to win
Yeah.
is the one that scores the most goals.
It's
usually how it works.
Good job. Hey, are you guaranteed at 6'10" to have a monstrous cock? That's what I always wanted to ask a guy who's 6'10". Is that true?
No.
No. Well, you small.
Sorry.
He said that, and I believed it.
Is he just saying it out of modesty or disappointment? Like, I thought the same fucking thing.
Yeah, that's what I always wondered.
Well, you've seen my cock, Dave, so I don't know what you're complaining about.
Very true. Very
big?
true. I have.
Is it a tree trunk?
You're
Not
like,
really.
dude, you got to whip out the microscope and see this. I was like, okay.
I wondered, to the hookers, original Jack Malay voice calling. Hold on. Original Jack Malay voice, you're on.
Hello.
That's the best call Seuss has ever made.
Yeah, I know. It's the best sausage ever made. It was your old voice. That's pretty funny. Oh, boy.
So it's game 1 tonight? Is that what it is?
Yes, it's game 1. But you can't
Okay.
watch it because Raw's on.
I can still go on Google and check out the score.
I suppose. Do you want to report? You want to do a report?
I'll watch highlights and I'll come on your show and I'll be like, listen,
and we'll say you're not the hockey fan. Like, what do you think? You know,
uh,
and then just
that
spit
puck
it.
that went in the net was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you don't have to
you know,
make it
things
up.
like that.
No, I want you to be completely honest and tell me how you feel. There's no pressure on you whatsoever.
So I'm gonna get the most hate on this show. Is that what's gonna
No,
happen?
it's not like we're not like wrestling fans. Nobody cares. I think it's funny. 6'10" guy with a huge schlong talking about hockey. It's just funny. You know.
I think I could be a goalie because I block out the whole goal.
Actually, there's guys your height in the league
Yeah.
now. Fucking, they figured that out in the NHL. They started going to guys that are like over 6'5" and said, how
Okay.
big is Bishop? Matt, Jack?
6'6", maybe something
6'6",
like that.
yeah.
I thought he's
6'5", yeah.
6'8". I thought he's like 6'8".
Maybe with his skates on, I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The skates on. He said, Terry.
Well, I don't want to
sorry.
interrupt your show further. I'll get off the phone call. You got a lot of people going through.
Are
so.
you gonna do this? Are you gonna do this? XLT podcast?
I'll watch highlights and you tell me when the show is, and I'll tell you what I think. Sure.
Well, I'm on 3:30 till Thursday. The rest of the week. All right.
Okay.
All right, brother. See you tomorrow. Terry in Winnipeg. How are you? How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing good.
What's on your mind, Terry?
How are you guys doing?
We're doing. I better that you
Hey,
called.
Dave.
Do you have
Hey,
any
Jack.
idea what a sausage fucking fest this is? I'm so glad you called. I actually feel like a heterosexual again. How are you, sweetheart?
Hey, you're not scary at all. These
Yes.
guys are just...
I'm an adorable teddy bear.
No.
That's right.
Just a little bit.
Yes. No. Are
Maybe
you
the
kidding?
teddy bear
No.
from fucking Five Nights at Freddy's, maybe. Like, fuck.
No.
I don't know. I want to know what's scary about me. I definitely don't want to be scared.
I'm not even scared of bikers, so I don't give a shit.
Oh, that's
Well, see,
right.
she's just fucking completely desensitized to
Yeah, 'cause
goddamn
she lives in
craziness.
Winnipeg. Like I go to Winnipeg, I'm like the pretty boy. You look like a fucking
The pretty one.
I'm like the pretty boy over there because everybody's like real rugged,
Okay.
and cold. What's on your mind?
I hate both teams.
Why?
I really do. The Sharks just the logo and the way they do it, their hands and the Sharks. Oh, they
Yeah.
just, oh,
You don't like Joe
drives me
Pavelski?
frickin' insane.
You don't like Joe Pavelski?
I don't care.
You don't like Canada? What about Joe Thornton? He's a great player from Canada. You can't root for Joe Thornton?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose he's all right, but
He's got that big fuzzy beard.
I do not want the Pens to win at all. And oh my God, am I
root for
even
the
saying
Sharks.
this? If it means for the Sharks to win, then go Sharks.
Go Sharks.
Sharks and 6.
As I'm choking on my spit.
Do you want to make a prediction?
I think the Sharks will take it.
All right.
They'll the Penguins will be up 3 games, and then the Sharks will take it the rest of the way.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, Terry.
Terry's going for a heartbreak.
You're the best. I'd hit on you, but I just realized Pat's listening, and then I feel like that. I don't know. It's like your mom catching you masturbating. It's never comfortable. You know what I mean? So maybe Dell, you come on and I'll start hitting on her. Hey, any women want to call in, be hit on? I'd be happy to do that. Am I good at it, Terry?
Yes, you are.
You know, I'd be.
See,
not.
Snooza, there's 2 people
Yeah.
that are great brown nosers.
What's that?
Joe Martin has his nose far up your butt.
Oh boy, he does.
And Kevin Souza has his just barely up Jack's butt. Like, I'm serious.
Well, these guys getting your nerves. You know what it is? You're like a cop now. You're like a cop in the beat in the street in the shot from the point chat.
Oh,
And
man.
You're just like jaded and sick of everybody.
She's all
He
jaded
comes
out.
here and he wants to be all famous in your chat here, and he wants to be all something. Then he goes into Jack's chat and he's like, "Yeah, Jack's greater than Tommy." Yeah? You think so? Wait till you come on to my side. I'll fix you. That's why I timed him out.
Well, Ted, he's allowed to feel that way. Don't be timing them out for that.
I told you, Terry. I told you he'd tell you not to do it.
No.
Boom, I know my Tommy.
Don't. No, they can say what they want. I like.
Well, I did it anyway, so too bad.
Okay,
Don't be a Nazi.
Now I can see that I'm out of control. All right. Well, I don't have any control over my show. What can I tell you? All right, Terry. You're the
that's
best.
Too bad. He deserved it, and he got it.
All right. All right, Terry. You're the best.
Okay,
I'll talk
guys,
to you later.
take it easy. Have a great
We
night.
will. We will, sweetheart. Terry in Winnipeg, everybody. Sweetest girl in the whole wide world. 718-395-7660. I know somebody else called.
Hey, Tommy, I saw something very interesting. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
Some brilliant soul out there went and simulated the Stanley Cup Finals on NHL 94.
I saw
There's
that.
a video,
Oh, yeah.
and it's glorious.
It is. What did they say? They said Sharks in 5 or something, right? Or Sharks in 4?
Sharks in 5 or 6,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
But the
Sharks- I
video,
watched
it's
that this
awesome, man.
morning.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it this morning. I wonder if you can play because it said NHL 16. Can you play like an updated version of NHL? Like did they redo the rosters to?
It's modified. It's a heavily modified version of 94.
Oh, so I can get it.
I don't know if you can get it. I mean, somebody modified it and then played it.
Oh, I want to get a modded version.
So
Maybe
you got
it's
them
like-
skills.
Yeah, I bet I could get those skills. Well, if it's a version that's downloadable, then I could play.
It might be. Why not
Yeah,
be?
I want that. Maybe I'll stream it. That'd be funny.
It said you can play it on NHL 16, NHL 94 on NHL 16. Chris Payne in the chat says that.
Yeah, you can play it
Oh,
on
okay,
94.
so they did it
Yeah,
there.
the updated whatever.
Maybe it's
yeah.
a special mode or something.
All right. Okay. Well, I want to get the hell out of here then. So this is naturally we'll call somebody to call up. All right. I only got 2 things in the mailbox. Knew it. I knew it. What do you want? Congratulations, your team. I just started the music.
Hey Tommy, how you doing?
You can't say what you got to say real quick.
I think the Pens are gonna take it in 6 or 7.
6 or 7. 6 or 7. Okay. I got another caller. You called before. I got somebody else. As soon as I start the music. No, he hung up. Oh, the other guy hung up. For fuck's sake, why do they do this? They do it on purpose.
Because they know you'll answer.
Oh. Well, I don't always know. I haven't always answered. That's not true, down on Dave.
Lately, as far as every time I'm on, you know.
I'm like trying to convince these people to call. You know what it is? The problem is I take the first call and they don't get in. They're like, oh, fuck it. Well, it's someone, I don't know, dial fast. Why is Snooze so good at dialing fast? What's up with him?
Speed dial 1.
He's a gamer.
I'm sorry, speed dial 1 is Jack Malay. Speed dial 2 is Tommy. My fault.
Take a Montreal Canadiens defenseman PK Subban has been left off of Team Canada's World Cup roster. Any thoughts on that, gentlemen?
They have so much talent, they're not going to need him.
Yeah.
Am I right? Because I said that to get under Matt Kazar's nerves. Is PK a celebrity hockey player, or is he a really good Hall of Fame potential hockey player?
I think he's got great athleticism, but he just can't focus. He's missing the mental part.
He doesn't have a complete game. That's really what his problem is. No, he's really,
it does seem like he gets just completely distracted by outside shit.
It does. He's always. Well, are we saying that because he's always on TV, or is that really true? Or
oh, I'm saying it because he hasn't put together that huge complete season. I mean,
he get a Norris Trophy one year.
Yeah, and the lockout shortened year.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And they remind me to bring that up every time Matt Kazar starts talking about it. Sharks forward Joel Ward thinks we should retire number 22 in honor of Willie O'Ree. Willie O'Ree, of course, the Jackie Robinson. It's really funny how they introduce him as the Jackie Robinson of hockey. Willie O'Ree, first African-American allowed to play at the National Hockey League of Canadian Descent. What do you think of that, Jack? I'm going to put you on the spot.
I'm against retiring all numbers just as a general principle. I think
except your favorite players. You hypocrite, racist.
I didn't even talk about anything racial.
Yeah, you're a racist and you're a hypocrite, and I'm going to call you at work and make sure you get fired. Of course, Willie O'Ree should have it. Dave, I'm putting you on the spot now.
I mean, yeah, he should. I ain't getting my channel taken away over this shit.
I just got an email.
Absolutely should.
I got 2
Black
strikes.
Lives Matter.
You know what the thing is? You know what? I'll speak the truth. I think if he was a bigger look, it's a big deal breaking the color player. I'm not gonna. But Jackie Robinson was elite, an elite player. Right, Willie O'Ree wasn't, by Willie O'Ree's own admission. On the other hand, Willie O'Ree has done a shit ton for charity and promoting the game. I mean, he's a great guy. You know, I've actually seen him in New York. But I don't know.
I mean, as long as
it's one of those things like you can't say no, otherwise everybody's gonna get really uncomfortable. I don't know.
The thing is, the number no matter who wore it, no matter who broke the color barrier, the number was getting retired. As long as that's kind of the known thing. I guess I'm okay with that. Is what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna sit there and bitch and moan if they do it.
The color barrier. He broke the color barrier.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. You're not gonna see me go. I'm just gonna go up. But I'm more gonna talk about how nobody is allowed to say no. They don't think it should be retired. You know, that interests me more than actually whether they retired or not.
I don't know it's
gonna be one side thing. Like I don't think it should be retired because of A, B, and C. You're a racist. That's gonna be more interesting to me. Than actually whether they retire the number or not.
Well, you said you wore number 22, right?
22. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a real common number. Yeah, if it was like 80, 89 or something like that no one would
98.
Yeah, 98, not 22. A lot
like
every
Wayne
player
Gretzky,
on every team
and you don't want
22.
a black man having the same honor of Wayne Gretzky. So just shut up, all right, you big bigot.
I've been trying to hide it all these years.
Don't worry, I'm a liberal guy. I have liberal views, so that gives me a special superpower, sort of like I don't know. Marvel Girl and the X-Men, and I can see that you're a racist.
Yeah,
I just watched. I watched the.
It's your hair. You have racist hair.
I watched the entire X-Men series with my daughter, and then in the movies that Mystique wasn't in, she'd go, "Where's Mystique? Where is Mystique? Where is Mystique? She's not in this movie. Where is Mystique? She's not in this movie. Where is Mystique? She's not in this movie. Get out of my crease, kid! You're driving me nuts."
Burner
Try to Stanley Cup, everybody. Good night.